Hello everyone and welcome to class of Inspector. Today in this class we are going to discuss about AWS agents. The AWS agent periodically communicates with Amazon Inspector over a TLS protected channel which is authenticated using either the AWS identity associated with the role of EC2 instance if present or the instance metadata document if no role is assigned to the instance. Now, what is an Amazon agent? That means to access the security of various instances that makes your Amazon inspector assessment targets, we require to install AWS agent on each instance. That means we are installing an agent on each instance that can check the performance. The agent monitors basically the behavior. Now, what could be included in the behavior? Network, file system, process activity, etc. And then passes the data to inspector service. The agent does not make changes to the system that it collects data from. Once collected, the agent sends the telemetry data back to the inspector, Amazon Inspector, for processing. Beyond the telemetry data that it generates, the agent is not capable of collecting or transmitting any other data. So once authenticated, the agent sends a heartbeat message to the service and receive instructions from the service that responds to heartbeat. That means I will send a heartbeat message to the service and then receives a response. If an assessment has been scheduled, the agent receives the instructions. During the assessment, the agent gathers telemetry data from the system and sends back to Amazon Inspector. Then the agent does not make changes to the data that it collects from. Once collected, it can send the data to inspector for processing. Telemetry data lifecycle. If we discuss about this, the telemetry data stored in S3 bucket retained only to allow for instance. That means it can support various requests. After 30 days, telemetry data is permanently deleted. This is telemetry data lifecycle. We have Amazon Inspector Assessment Target. We can use Amazon Inspector to evaluate whether your assessment targets have potential security issues that need to address. Every AWS tag consists of key and value pair of your choice. When you tag your EC2 instance to build the targets, we can create custom tag keys. We can create up to 50 assessment targets per AWS account. If we see the template, an assessment template, it allows you to specify configuration of your runs, including duration and rule packages. We have Amazon SNS, which is simple notification service topics that you want Amazon Inspector to send notifications about run states and findings. Amazon Inspector specific attributes like key value pairs that you assign to findings are generated by assessment run that uses the assessment template. Next we have assessment runs. Whenever we create assessment template, we can use it to start assessment runs. We can start multiple assessment runs using the same template. If we use the Amazon Inspector console, we require to start the first run. After the start, we can use runs page to monitor what is the run's progress. We can use the stop and the delete buttons to stop and delete a run. Again, we can create up to 50,000 assessment runs per account. Next, we have inspector findings. Findings are basically security issues that are discovered. It contains a detailed description of the issue and recommendation that how we can solve the issue. Once it generates the findings, we require to track them. And again, it consists of key value pairs Next we have assessment reports. Its report can be generated from assessment run once it is successfully completed. That means whenever assessment run is completed, report could be generated. We can view the following types of reports like finding reports and full reports. The results of your assessments are formatted into standard reports. And we have Amazon Inspector roles packages and rules. This give you the choice of kind of analysis that you can perform. Each Amazon Inspector rule has assigned a security level. This reduces the need to one rule over another rule for analysis. That means in Amazon Inspector, rules are grouped into distinct packages. We have created a different rule packages and we have grouped rules together according to category, severity or pricing. That means we can have high, medium or low levels to indicate security issue. So this is Amazon Inspector that we have discussed in today's class. Thank you so much.